HOA Karen, the reign of Phyllis Whitmore. When the Millers moved into the serene, cookie-cutter neighborhood of Willow Ridge Estates, they expected friendly neighbors, quiet streets, and a peaceful suburban life. What they got instead was Phyllis Whitmore, president of the Willow Ridge Homeowners Association, self-appointed neighborhood sheriff, and the living embodiment of an HOA nightmare. Their first encounter with Phyllis was less than 24 hours after moving in. Sarah Miller was unpacking boxes in the driveway when a silver Lexus SUV rolled to a stop in front of her house. Out stepped a woman in her late 50s, her blonde bob stiff with hairspray, her lips pursed in disapproval. She wore a pastel pink blazer, white slacks, and carried a clipboard like it was a weapon. "Good morning," the woman chirped, though her tone suggested it was anything but. "I'm Phyllis Whitmore, president of the Willow Ridge HOA. You must be the new owners." Sarah wiped her hands on her jeans and extended one. "Hi. Yes, I'm Sarah Miller. Nice to meet you." Phyllis's grip was limp and cold. Her eyes darted past Sarah to the open garage, where half-unpacked boxes spilled onto the floor. "I see you haven't had a chance to organize yet." Sarah laughed nervously. "Oh, yeah, we just got here yesterday. It's chaos right now, but we'll get it sorted soon." Phyllis's smile didn't reach her eyes. "Well, I just wanted to drop off the HOA bylaws." She handed Sarah a thick binder. "There's a lot of important information in there: lawn maintenance standards, approved paint colors, holiday decoration regulations, parking rules." Sarah flipped through the pages, her stomach sinking. "Wow, this is thorough." Phyllis leaned in. "We take pride in our community's aesthetic consistency. It's what keeps property values high." She pointed to a line on the clipboard. "I'll just need you to initial here, acknowledging receipt." Sarah scribbled her initials, already feeling uneasy. Phyllis's gaze flicked to the driveway again. "Also, just a heads up, trash cans must be stored out of sight except on collection days, and your husband's truck." She gestured to Jake's Ford F-150. "Commercial vehicles over 1 ton aren't permitted to be parked in driveways overnight." Sarah blinked. "It's just a pickup truck." Phyllis's smile tightened. "Rules are rules." And with that, she strode back to her Lexus, leaving Sarah standing there, clutching the HOA binder like a ticking time bomb. Chapter 2, The First Violation. 3 days later, the Millers received their first official HOA violation notice. Sarah tore open the envelope to find a typed letter. Greater than subject, violation notice, lawn maintenance. Greater than dear resident. Greater than it has come to our attention that your front lawn exceeds the permitted grass height of 3 inches. Per HOA bylaws, all lawns must be neatly trimmed at all times. Failure to correct this violation within 48 hours will result in a $50 fine. Greater than sincerely. Greater than Phyllis Whitmore. Greater than Willow Ridge HOA president. Jake groaned. "Are you kidding me? It rained all week. I was going to mow tomorrow." Sarah sighed. "Just do it today." I don't want to give her a reason to come back. But it didn't matter. The next week, another notice arrived, this time for their garbage cans being visible an hour after pickup. Then another for their mailbox not being the approved model. Then another because their Christmas lights were excessively bright. Every time Jake fixed one issue, Phyllis found another. By month 3, the Millers had had enough. One evening, Sarah spotted Phyllis walking her tiny, yapping Pomeranian past their house, while blatantly letting it poop on their lawn. Sarah marched outside. "Phyllis, your dog just went on our grass." Phyllis didn't even blink. "Oh, don't worry, dear. I always clean up after Mr. Snuffles." She produced a plastic bag with a saccharine smile. Sarah crossed her arms. "Yeah, but the HOA rules say pets must only relieve themselves in the owner's yard." Phyllis's smile faltered. "Well, and," Sarah continued, "there's a $100 fine for repeat offenders. Isn't that right?" Phyllis's face turned red. "I'll keep that in mind." She yanked Mr. Snuffles' leash and stormed off. That night, Sarah and Jake hatched a plan. The next HOA meeting was packed. Phyllis sat at the head of the table, gavel in hand, ready to dispense justice. Now, under new business, she announced, we have a repeat violator, the Millers. Their hedges are 0.5 inches over regulation height. Sarah stood up. Actually, Phyllis, before we get to that, I'd like to bring up your violations. Phyllis scoffed. Excuse me? Phyllis scoffed. Excuse me? Sarah pulled out a folder. Let's see. Unauthorized exterior modifications, you installed shutters without approval. Parking violations, your husband's boat has been in the driveway for 2 weeks. And excessive holiday decorations, your Halloween skeletons were up until November 5th. The room erupted in murmurs. Phyllis's face turned purple. This is outrageous. Jake stood next. Also, I checked the county records. You don't actually have the authority to fine people, the HOA board does. You've been issuing violations without a vote. The room went silent. One neighbor, Mr. Henderson, stood. Phyllis, is this true? Phyllis stammered. I was acting in the best interest of the community. Another neighbor, Mrs. Lopez, added, you fined me because my kid left his bike out for 10 minutes. Soon, the entire room was airing grievances. 2 weeks later, Phyllis Whitmore was voted out as HOA president. The new board relaxed the more ridiculous rules. Jake's truck was allowed. Grass could grow an extra inch. And most importantly, no more surprise inspections. As for Phyllis, she still lived in Willow Ridge, but now, whenever she walked Mr. Snuffles past the Miller's house, she avoided eye contact. And Sarah? She just smiled, sipped her coffee, and enjoyed her violation-free lawn.